Imagine you're drifting through space, minding your own business, when suddenly a gravitational pull stronger than anything you've ever felt begins to tug at you. It's not just any force, this is the pull of a black hole. The very thought of falling into one is enough to make your stomach drop. But what happens if you actually did? Would you be crushed, spaghettified, or something even worse? The truth, my friend, is that the answer will terrify you. But first, let's dive into what a black hole really is, and why it's one of the most dangerous and mysterious objects in the universe. What is a black hole? At the heart of every black hole is something called a singularity, a point of infinite density where the laws of physics break down. It's a region of space where matter has collapsed under its own gravity to such an extent that not even light can escape its grasp. This is why we call it a black hole. The light can't escape, so it remains invisible, hidden in the vastness of space. But how do black holes form? The answer is both fascinating and horrifying. When massive stars exhaust their fuel, they can no longer support their own weight, causing them to collapse in on themselves. This results in a gravitational collapse so powerful that it creates a black hole. Now let's shift focus a bit. You might be wondering, what would it feel like if I fell into one of these monstrous objects? It's a question that has intrigued scientists and the public for decades. Well, it turns out, the journey through a black hole is not only terrifying, it's mind-boggling. The first thing you need to understand is that once you pass the event horizon, the point of no return, there's no coming back. The event horizon. Crossing the point of no return. The event horizon is the boundary that marks the point of no return. Once you cross it, there's no escape. Picture this. You're falling toward a black hole. As you approach the event horizon, everything around you begins to distort. Time, space, and even light bend in strange ways. The closer you get, the stronger the pull becomes, and you start to experience what scientists call spaghettification. Now, let's break it down. Spaghettification occurs because the gravitational pull at your feet, assuming you're falling feet first, will be far stronger than the pull at your head. This difference in gravitational forces stretches your body out in a way that makes it look like a strand of spaghetti. You'd be stretched, elongated, painfully, intensely, and eventually ripped apart at the atomic level. Not a pleasant way to go, right? But here's where things get even stranger. Time and space warp, the mind-bending phenomenon. As you continue your fall into the black hole, you'll notice something utterly bizarre. Time itself begins to slow down. This phenomenon is known as gravitational time dilation. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, time passes slower in stronger gravitational fields. So as you approach the event horizon, time would appear to move more and more slowly, not only for you but also for any observer watching from afar. From the outside perspective, you'd appear to freeze in place just before crossing the event horizon as your movements slow down exponentially. But from your own perspective, you wouldn't feel any different. If you somehow manage to survive the spaghettification process and continue to fall into the black hole, the laws of physics as we know them break down completely. You're entering a region where we don't fully understand what happens, but one thing is certain. Once you're inside the event horizon, all paths lead toward the singularity, and there's no way to escape. What happens inside a black hole? Inside the black hole, space and time as we know them don't behave the way we expect. You'd be falling into a place where the very fabric of reality is stretched and compressed beyond recognition. While scientists can't say for certain what exactly happens at the singularity, the idea is that matter becomes infinitely dense, crushed into a single point. At that point, the known laws of physics, gravity, electromagnetism, and everything else, no longer apply in the way we understand them. But here's the thing. As terrifying as the idea of falling into a black hole is, it's important to remember that no human has ever been close enough to experience it. The closest black hole to Earth, called AO62000, is about 3,000 light-years away, so our chances of actually encountering one are slim. Still, the concept of black holes has captured the imagination of scientists and the public alike, sparking Endless theories and debates about what lies inside these cosmic mysteries, theories and speculations. What if you survived? But let's entertain a chilling thought. What if somehow you survived the fall into the black hole? It's a long shot, but let's dive into some of the more speculative theories. Some physicists propose that the singularity might not be a complete death sentence. There's a theory called wormholes that suggests black holes might act as cosmic tunnels, leading to another part of the universe, or even a different universe altogether. In this case, you might not just be falling to your death, but instead be transported to an entirely different dimension. Others speculate that the information you carry, your very essence, might be preserved in a quantum state inside the black hole. This could mean that your consciousness or data might somehow be encoded, and some future technology could potentially decode it, allowing for a form of survival after falling in. But this is purely speculative, something that might not even be possible with our current understanding of physics. So as terrifying as the idea of falling into a black hole is, the truth is, we simply don't know exactly what happens. What we do know is that it would be a journey unlike anything you could imagine, one where the fabric of space and time gets warped beyond recognition, and where death may come in a way that defies all logic. At the singularity, the end of everything. We know at the singularity, physics breaks down entirely. Everything you know about the universe, matter, energy, gravity, collapses into a singular point of infinite density. Here's where things get particularly unsettling. In this region, the laws of physics as we understand them cease to function. The equations that govern gravity and the behavior of light no longer make sense. Matter is crushed into an incomprehensible mass, and even time itself could come to a standstill. Essentially, you would be witnessing the universe's greatest mystery unraveling before you, unable to escape or even fully comprehend the forces at play. As you approach this point, it's not just your body that's being torn apart, it's your very understanding of reality. You would likely be overwhelmed by the extreme conditions, but there's no telling exactly how it would feel. The nature of the singularity is one of the greatest unresolved questions in physics. Some scientists believe that this point is an unavoidable fate, where you would cease to exist as you know it, your physical body, your mind, everything, reduced to a single, infinitely dense point of nothingness. Others have speculated that there may be other outcomes. Some theories suggest that the extreme conditions inside a black hole might open up a gateway to other dimensions, a wormhole that could connect to another part of the universe, or even to a parallel universe altogether. However, even if this were the case, it's almost certain that no human could survive the trip. The forces acting upon you would likely destroy you long before you could even comprehend what was happening. The mystery of black holes, a puzzle yet to be solved. Black holes are still one of the most intriguing phenomena in the universe. Despite the advances in science, we have yet to fully understand what happens when we pass the event horizon and fall into a black hole. The true fate of anything or anyone that falls into one is still up for debate. Could we survive in some way? Perhaps through a wormhole or quantum entanglement? Could the information about us be preserved forever within the event horizon? These are questions scientists have been trying to answer for decades, but we still don't have clear answers. However, one thing is certain: falling into a black hole would be a terrifying journey. The unimaginable gravitational forces, the warping of time and space, the destruction of matter as we know it, all of these make it one of the most lethal places in the universe. But there's still hope. For now, black holes remain far beyond our reach, lurking in the depths of space, waiting for something, maybe one day, someone, to fall into their grasp. Until then, we are left to ponder. What would happen if we were to fall into one? A terrifying future, the possible end of Earth. It's not just hypothetical scenarios of human curiosity. There are real scientific concerns about black holes impacting us. While the nearest black hole is thousands of light years away, there are some scenarios where a black hole could wander closer to our solar system, potentially threatening Earth's existence. In fact, scientists speculate that a rogue black hole might be wandering through the Milky Way, And though it's highly unlikely, if it were to come too close, the entire solar system could be at risk. The gravitational effects would disrupt planetary orbits, potentially sending Earth spiraling into the black hole's jaws. Luckily, we don't need to lose sleep over that today. But still, the mere possibility that something so immense and unknowable could exist in our universe should be enough to make us wonder just how much we have yet to learn about the cosmos. Imagine what other mysteries lie out there, waiting to be discovered. And maybe, just maybe, something even more terrifying than a black hole. The final question: could you ever survive a black hole? As we reach the end of this terrifying thought experiment, we can't help but wonder, could anyone, could you, ever survive a fall into a black hole? The answer, in all likelihood, is no. The forces at play are beyond anything we can truly imagine. However, the pursuit of understanding these cosmic giants continues. Who knows? Perhaps in the future, we'll have the technology and knowledge to peer into black holes in ways we never thought possible, or maybe even find a way to safely traverse them without harm. Until then, the question remains, what would it truly be like to fall into a black hole? And the answer, well, it's something we may never fully understand. But we can keep looking up at the night sky, contemplating the unknown, and knowing that the universe has mysteries far greater than anything we can imagine. Conclusion. A. Fascinating yet terrifying mystery. So what have we learned from this terrifying thought experiment? A black hole is not just an ordinary astronomical object. It's a cosmic monster, capable of distorting everything we understand about reality. From its crushing gravity to its time-warping effects, falling into a black hole would be an unimaginable journey, one that defies all the rules of physics and stretches the boundaries of our understanding of the universe. Would you survive? It seems unlikely. Would you experience intense time dilation or perhaps feel your body stretched into a string of atoms? Possibly. But no matter how you look at it, falling into a black hole is a one-way trip into the unknown. While we're still far from having all the answers about what happens inside a black hole, one thing is certain: black holes represent the ultimate mystery of our universe. They embody the unknown, places where time and space break down, and where we can only theorize about what happens to matter and energy once it crosses the event horizon. Will we ever fully understand these enigmatic giants? Only time will tell. The unanswered question: what lies beyond the event horizon? But here's the final question that should leave you with chills. What happens to the information that falls into a black hole? Is it truly lost forever? Or could it be stored in some way, hidden in the dark depths of space? Scientists are still working on this, but the answer may hold the key to unlocking even more profound mysteries about the universe. Could black holes be the ultimate recycling machines, transforming matter into something entirely new? Could they be the gateways to alternate dimensions or even time travel? As terrifying as they are, black holes may just be the stepping stones to discoveries that will change everything we know about the cosmos. Imagine, what if we could one day harness the power of black holes, or even travel through them to distant parts of the universe? It's a frightening thought, but one that could open up endless possibilities. For now, though, we can only marvel at the sheer power and mystery of these cosmic giants. The question remains, are we truly ready for the unknown, or are we just beginning to scratch the surface of understanding what lies beyond the event horizon? The universe is vast, and black holes are just one of its many terrifying secrets. Are we prepared for what we might discover next? With that, the journey of falling into a black hole leaves us with more questions than answers. It's both a terrifying and fascinating mystery, a reminder of how much we still have to learn about the universe. So next time you look up at the night sky, remember that out there in the depths of space, there are forces so powerful that they could swallow everything, including our understanding of reality itself. And maybe, just maybe, one day we'll have the technology to explore them. But for now, the question remains, would you dare to fall into a black hole?